If you want that your AI agent, your OpenClaw, your Hermes agent, your Claude Code, your OpenAI Codex has access to your Apple Health data, then follow this tutorial to really install the end-to-end integration so that your OpenClaw or whatever agent can access not just the current but also historical Apple Health data so that you can analyze and create dashboards and create charts that are personalized exactly for your use case and can really help you to accelerate and improve your health over time. So let's jump right into it. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is to go to this website, gethealththink.app. You will also find in the video description. And what you see here is the main website for this integration of Apple Health with your AI agent, if it's OpenClaw, Hermes, Codex, or Claude, or whatever AI agent. Most of them will probably work. Feel free to post maybe your AI agent that you are using for this integration below in the chat so that others can also see what kind of agents you are using with this skill. And here on this website, you will then find really the step-by-step installation documentation on how you can install everything and also the required links to the different components that you need to really implement this installation or this synchronization successfully. So let's scroll down a little bit. You find some information about this integration here on the page, but where we would like to go to is really this installation step-by-step documentation. And what we see here is that we have a Telegram chat displayed here where we have the different commands we have to send to our OpenClaw installation, to our OpenClaw agent or to whatever agent you are using. And then step by step we are guided through the implementation of this integration. So let's get started. The first command we need to take is this install OpenClaw skill. As said, this skill and this integration works not only with OpenClaw but also with any other AI agent, but the skill is installed on the OpenClaw Claw Hub. So that's why it says install OpenClaw skill, because in the beginning it was just an OpenClaw skill, but nowadays you can use that also with any other agent. So let's just copy this command, and in the next step we can go over into our Telegram chat that we can see here. I've just started a new session so that we can really start fresh here. And what I will do is I will just copy in the command I have copied from the website, and I will just send this to my agent. So my agent will now start and will take a look at the skill itself and will figure out how to install this. So now, after 1 minute, our OpenClaw agent has installed the new skill from Claw Hub, and it says, yeah, everything is installed perfectly. Current version is 0.8.1 and the status is ready, so we can now start using this skill. So what we do next is we jump back to the website and we will take a look what we see here as a next step. So we can see, okay, there should be some message that the skill has been successfully installed. That is the case for our OpenClaw agent. And now we can go ahead with the next command. So we just copy this here again. We jump back to our Telegram chat and we just paste this in, hit the send button, and now we should run through the onboarding steps. So now, a few minutes later, I think it was just 2 minutes, this took. The skill has been completely onboarded. What this means is that my agent has now prepared a couple of files for the end-to-end encryption setup, and it also directly gives me the next steps here. So now it says I should download the iOS app that is required for this end-to-end encryption setup. I can download this one here, so I have the direct link. And then afterwards, I should scan the QR code that we already see on top of here in the app to pair my iOS device to my OpenClaw agent or to whatever agent you are using. And after the app then completes the first synchronization of Apple Health data, I can then ask the OpenClaw agent to fetch and analyze all of this data. That is actually also the same that the website installation steps here expected. So also here, the expectation was that we should next download the iOS app, and then afterwards we should either scan the QR code. That was the case in our case. For some agent setups, a QR code might not be possible. In that case, you get any other form of authentication. That can be just a string that you need to copy or something else. Just follow there the steps that your agent is providing you or is recommending you. In my case, and the default and recommended best case is really always this QR code, because that is the easiest way to onboard your AI agent. So what I will now do is I will download this app. Therefore, I will just need to go to the Apple App Store, and I need to download this app, and then we continue now in the app with the next steps to scan the QR code and then to perform the first initial sync. So now here I have already downloaded the iOS app and I already started it, and this is the welcome screen that you should also be able to see. It just says, hey, welcome with this app. You can read your Apple Health data and you can send it via an end-to-end encrypted channel to your OpenClaw to analyze it there further. So what I will do now here is that I expect some QR code onboarding. So let's see how this works. I will now go next here to the button Start Onboarding. And here I see, okay, to start the onboarding, we need some preparation. We need our OpenClaw agent to install this command. We already did this. We already performed the onboarding. So we can skip this step and we can directly go to the next step, and that was already the QR code step. I will quickly go back, and what we can see here that we have two options. We have the QR code and the hex string that we can choose here for the onboarding. I choose the QR code, and you will see instantly when I move over my iPhone camera to the full QR code that the connection will be established. So that's how it works here. The OpenClaw connection has been established. All of the information has been gathered that is required for this end-to-end encryption. So I will just go on next again. I see some further information here about how the data is exactly handled, and I need to accept that also here. You can for sure go through all of that in much more detail. And then finally, I just have to accept here terms of service and privacy policy, and I can finish the setup. So now I have a fully connected Health Sync for AI agents set up, and I can now start with the first thing. That is what the agent recommended to us. I see here some information like HealthKit is connected. If you install this app for the first time, so for me it was for sure not the first time, but if it is set up for the first time, you will see some Apple Health permission requests where you need to then accept, hey, yes, I allow this app to read my Apple Health data. This is for sure required to access your Apple Health data to then synchronize it to your OpenClaw agent. So you can go through that. You can also specifically say which health data you would like to have accessed and which not. You can also later configure that here further. At the bottom, you see exactly what to export. You can choose between different categories of data that you would like to have exported. And then after you have set up everything, all of the different steps, you will guide it through that. Then you should be able to see this screen here, and then you can sync your data for the first time. So we do that now. So let's just click on sync now, and we already see last sync executed a couple of seconds ago. And we can also see that here under recent syncs, if we click on show all, we also see a log archive where we can then jump into the details. We can even unlock the plain text to just see what data exactly has been synchronized in a JSON format. And we can see, yeah, it has been perfectly synced for 3 days. It was a manual sync because there's also the option for an automatical sync that happens multiple times a day. So when you go here to the log section, you will see all of the syncs that happened in the past, and you can further check them out. So we go now back to the front screen. We cannot just sync now, which automatically syncs the last 3 days, but we can also do historical syncs with up to 36 months. So you can go up to 3 years into the past, sync all of the data, and then you can really do long time frame studies with your AI agent on your Apple Health data. You can really dig into the details there. You can also enable notifications so that you get always updated by the app whenever a sync has happened. For example, when you did a workout and you would like to know when the next sync happens, so that you can ask your AI agent for the workout data to analyze that. All of that is possible for sure. Whenever you would like to have an immediate sync, you can also just go to the app and click on sync now. And if you just would like to have it automatically, you can enable this automated background thing. That's all we need to see here from the app perspective. So let's jump back into the Telegram chat and let's ask our agent to check out our data that we have synchronized. So let's first jump here again to the website. We see we did the full onboarding in the iOS app, and we can now go back to the Telegram chat and copy this command here, or this prompt: pull my latest Apple Health data and give me a brief summary of yesterday's health insights. And then we should get some form of summary for the last day. So let's see how this works out. We go here back to the Telegram chat and we just copy or paste this prompt in here and let's just run it. So it looks like for the first data pull, my OpenClaw agent required some more time, 3 minutes in total. What I've experienced in the past is that as soon as you are doing that more regularly, your agent knows exactly what to do. And then these synchronizations or these analytics tasks take much less time. So then you should see your results also in like 30 seconds to 1 minute. So it's usually really fast. So what we see here now is that my bot pulled the latest Apple Health data in a database and it put all of this together. It analyzed it, it checked for the exact time range that I was looking for, and it figured out that I did 8,353 steps yesterday. It's not that good. My goal is always 10,000, but it's quite close. And what I also see is that I did no workouts yesterday, and unfortunately last night I also did not wear my Apple Watch, so unfortunately I don't see any sleep or heart data or something like that. For sure, if you have an Apple Watch or any other kind of device that is writing sleep or heart data into your Apple Health data, then this also will be analyzed here in the section, and you can for sure describe in detail to your OpenClaw agent how you would like to have this data being summarized, what are the exact data points you would like to put a focus on. For example, my average walking speed is not that relevant for me, so for the next times my agent can just skip them. I don't require them. However, I would like to have more focus on workouts, maybe also some information. How many workouts did I do this week compared to last week or to the same week last month or something like that. All of this kind of personalized data analytics tasks are perfectly possible with this skill. All of the data that you have synchronized once, and you can for sure do that also for historical data up to 3 years. All of this data that you have synchronized, it's stored at your OpenClaw agent storage space as a database, and you can just ask questions to it. You can also, if you are doing running workouts for the last 3 years, you can ask your agent to analyze them more deeply, to maybe create charts that describe how your running pace has been developing over the last 3 years. All of these kind of tasks can be done with this skill. And yeah, let me know in the comments what kind of dashboards, charts and other daily briefings or something like that you have implemented with this OpenClaw skill. For me, it was definitely very helpful to have this, because we all know the Apple Health app is not the best one maybe, and also other health apps are maybe a bit better. However, they are not that personalized yet that we can do really everything that we would like to want. And with this OpenClaw skill, we have the total freedom to create exactly the dashboards, the daily briefings and the charts that we would like to see in detail, and that's possible with the skill. I hope you enjoy the skill. Let me know in the comments what you are building with it, and yeah, subscribe if you would like to see similar videos as well in the future. I would love to see you soon again. Take care and goodbye.